Why, hello out there, and welcome to Three People in a Blanket Fort talking about Star Wars. My name is Eddie.
I'm Shaner.
And I'm Holly.
Nice. Alright, moving on. Today, folks, we're talking about a Star Wars movie that isn't a Star Wars movie.
How dare you?
It is a Star Wars movie.
It's called Solo, a Star Wars story. It does not get any more clear.
Okay, it says that, but it's not like a main story. It's just like a story.
It's a
not
background
a
story of a main character.
Yeah, okay.
It's a character that so many people love.
And yet Harrison Ford hates.
Yeah, but Harrison Ford thought this movie was fantastic.
Did he, though?
Yeah, he said himself. He went to see it. He thought it was fantastic.
Oh, he was probably just saying that for the fanfare.
Yeah, it's his character. This is the guy that went on live TV and said he hates the fact that he was Han Solo.
Right, so why
I'm
would
pretty
he
sure Harrison Ford... Because he has... But that should let you know he has no problem being honest about it.
Well, right, but like, why would he say that he likes the movie about his character when he himself hates the character? Like I said, it's just
Because
for the
he
fanfare.
thought that the character played a good young version of himself, which he did.
Alright, fine, whatever. Moving on. Alright, so we're talking about Solo today. Woo! We're on Discord today, folks, so if we sound different or better, we love the feedback, or we'll go back to Zoom if you hate what we're doing now. That's fine.
Yeah, tell us what you think.
Also, shout out, we almost have 20 subscribers on YouTube right now, by the way.
Wow.
Which is pretty
I mean,
nice.
like, if you're a bigger channel, that sounds like a funny statement. It's like, guys, guess what? We have almost 20. 20,000? No. 20. Just 20.
But yeah, thanks to everyone.
That's a milestone.
A milestone. It is a milestone. That's what I'm saying. So thanks to everyone who decided to subscribe and all that. I'm going to take a photo for the gram right now. If I can get my phone to work. Alright, well, my phone's not working.
Photo for the gram.
What are you taking a picture of?
Of us recording.
You're going to have this little fun chat session here.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, smile, Holly. She's smiling. Oh, look at her. Look at those. Oh, yeah. Look at that terrible quality.
Wait, why is she smiling if you're taking a picture of the screen?
Well, no. I took a picture of her, too. I included... Anyway, that's not the point. Let's move on. Solo. General opinions. Shanner, hit us with your general thoughts about Solo.
I think Solo is... It's not bad, but it's not great. It's good. It's just good. It's there. That's my general opinion.
I would generally agree with that. I'm a bit lower in the movie, but that's a good point.
I would say it's a good background. It's a good side movie for like fans of the series, you know. But it's very difficult to compare that with the original series, you know.
You know what? I like a word that you used there. I'm going to use it. You didn't use this. You said side. This movie's a side quest. That's what this movie feels like to me.
Yeah, kind of.
I think the word you're looking for is spin-off.
No, side quest. It feels like I'm a side quest, but I can see spin-off, sure. Anyways, don't shake your head at me. Rude.
I wasn't.
Oh, okay, never mind. Apparently I'm paranoid.
But you know what I would shake my head at? How do you think Kira spells her name?
Yeah, well, I know how she spells it.
Eddie. Oh, you just saw it.
Is that a Q I see?
Yeah, Q.
Yeah, it's Q-I-R-A.
No, it's Q-I''R''A.
Wait, there's an apostrophe in there?
Yeah.
That is really rude. Those poor scriptwriters.
It's Kira.
That's how they should all say it in the movie. Like, you have to literally pause for a split second.
Alright.
Unless it's an I with an accent and this website just doesn't know how to write it. That's
No, I'm pretty...
You're
Let
on
me
Google.
just look up.
If Google
Oh,
has
I
it
found,
wrong, the whole world has it wrong.
Let's see.
Okay, moving on. Oh, sorry, you go ahead and finish here. What you saying?
Um, I was trying to see if I could look up how the spelling is on another website. I have I have a couple quick trivia things about the movie if you'd like to hear them.
Yeah, hit us.
Okay. These are the ones I saved when I was looking around at trivia while watching the movie today. Um, so the first one was, of course, that Harrison Ford thought the movie was, quote, phenomenal, end quote, but skipped out on the premiere because he did not want to steal the glory of the young Han Solo.
Right. Okay.
Hey, he has no reason to lie about liking or disliking this movie. He's Harrison Ford.
Sure. Okay.
I love how Harrison Ford's photo is the one when you look up the characters in Solo, though, and then it has Aiden Ehrenreich's. I butchered that last name.
Is that how you say that name?
Ehrenreich? Ehrenreich?
I have no idea. I've never heard it actually said, I don't think.
It's probably Aiden Ehrenreich, but if it's not, oh well.
Anyways, some other fun trivia. The button pushing and stuff he does in the cockpit is not random. It actually comes from a book, his own copy of the Millennium Falcon Owner's Workshop, which is cool. So he knew what he was doing. I always thought that was completely random.
Well, no, doesn't Han Solo do the same thing in the movies? Like, he does this switch.
Yeah, but they're always just kind of pushing switches and saying gibberish, It's like if we got in a car together and I was like, Eddie, ignite the super valve thrusters. Doesn't mean anything.
Captain.
Turn that hydroflax on.
Yeah, turn up the hydroflax. Like, that doesn't mean anything. Flip the condenser valves and jiggle the endorsement wire. Yeah, I could say anything.
Anyways, yeah.
Other fun facts. When they're in the spaceport, when he's going to enlist as an Imperial pilot, they're playing the Imperial March in a different key to make it sound more heroic than evil. But it's used as like an enlistment theme. Like you'd hear music when you would sign up for like World War II.
I thought I recognized that song. That explains
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Nice.
Final random bit of trivia. Woody Harrelson's character, Tobias Beckett, was originally going to be played by Christian Bale.
Ew.
No.
And I am really glad they went with Woody Harrelson for that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
He works so well for the character.
He does.
I agree.
Woody Harrelson's always playing like dirty, disheveled, criminal, like gangsters and stuff.
Yeah.
He's so good at it. It's just like Sean Bean being the good character that dies. Like, only he can do it.
Tell that to National Treasure.
That's true. That's fair. All right, so moving on. I feel like the most of our discussion is going to be in our other points, unlike last week. So, favorite characters. Shander, hit us.
Oh, see, this is a tricky one because I feel like a lot of these characters you don't get to know too well because they're here and gone. Like, I think there's 3 characters that take up most of the screen time. But if I had to pick one...
Who are the 3 characters in your opinion?
Probably Han, Chewbacca, and Beckett. Like, even Lando is only in there for, like, the latter half of the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, Kira's involved a lot.
Here and there, but yeah, but the same thing as Lando. They're in the latter half of the movie. She's in the beginning for 2 minutes and then
That's true.
gone for the major middle part.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm going to say favorite character, though, it has to come down to either Beckett or Lando. Probably leaning towards Beckett. He's just such a fun character, and you can see where Han gets his personality from as he gets older.
Yeah.
And fair. Woody Harrelson played it so well.
Holly?
Han Solo, of course. I mean, Han Solo is my favorite of the entire franchise, so...
So did you think he played a good young Han Solo?
Yeah, I think he played a great young Han Solo, and it was obvious that he really took the movements and the vibe that Harrison Ford gave to the character and sort of emulated that as much as he could.
There's the one scene when they're on Kessel when they're on the spice mines, and he's like shooting at people as they're boarding the ship, and the way he like bends over and shoots with one hand extended looks like a direct takeaway from Harrison Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The guy did a good job with copying Harrison Ford throughout the movie. I feel, anyways.
Yeah.
All right, so for myself, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know who my favorite character is. Like, I'm already not like the biggest Han Solo fan ever. I don't.
Ooh, hot take.
Hold on. Let me. Okay, that came off harsh. I didn't mean it to become that
Yeah.
harsh.
Wow.
He's a good character, and he's a fun character, but he's not the sort of character that I want a main film about. If that makes sense, he is more of a main side character to me.
Okay, I get where you're coming
And
from.
I don't really
on that
like
one.
him as a main character. Not that he was bad in this movie. Like, of course, this movie was.
I get what you're saying.
So, in the rest of these characters, I feel like are kind of atypical. Not atypical. Sorry, just typical. Like
That's
Beckett's
completely
like,
opposite of what you just said.
I know. That's why it's just typical. They're all pretty typical. So like Beckett's, your grustled, pessimistic outlaw. Han Solo's your up and coming pilot dude. Woo. I mean, Chewie's Chewie. Nothing's changed about him. Kira's the backstabbing girlfriend. I'll put that.
I disagree with you there. I feel like Kira's a unique take on a character. I don't think anybody really expects her to just leave at the end when they first watch it for the first time.
I disagree because the whole point of the movie is that people are selfish. People are going to do what they want. And obviously why Kira was in that position in the first place partly is because of power. So to me it was kind of obvious that she was going to fly off with that ship. That, and she isn't with Han in the rest of the movie. So either she was going to go off by herself or get X-nayed.
I just feel like, she consistently was on Han's side since the beginning of the movie, and even while she
Was she though?
Yeah.
Like even when she comes back, you can tell she's still got a major loyalty to Dryden.
She kills him, dude. I mean, she ends up, and not only that, but she hides. She wasn't the one who told him the plans when they came back, so I feel like she shows much more loyalty to Han than she does to Dryden. And then she, when you see her kill Dryden, you think, that's it. She's proven her loyalty to Han. And at least for me, I didn't expect her to then.
That
just
didn't
be like,
strike me as a loyalty move. That struck me more as like a, almost like a vengeance move. My second watch through.
Yeah, but I think in the end, that proved she didn't have loyalty to Dryden, at least.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. I think at first she did. But yeah, that's the ending with her killing Dryden did not strike me as like a move for Han. It felt more like a personal thing for her.
I mean, could have been, yeah, but she also just could have left and let them fight it out.
Well, no, I'm saying she had to kill Dryden. But it had nothing to do with Han. Like, maybe a little bit, but I feel like her main motivation for killing him was for her own sake.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it turned out to be. But that's not, at least that wasn't what I was thinking when I first saw it, after seeing, like, her going along with Han and his plans the entire time.
I think it's unsure of. I think both of you have solid points, but I don't think it directly points. I don't think it clearly points in either direction. So I think both of you could be right.
Let's go with that. I feel like 90% of these episodes are Holly and I disagreeing and Eddie going, okay, let's move on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, content, baby. Someone has to be the mediator, okay? And it's definitely not going to be Holly, and it's definitely not going to be you. So it has to be me.
Fair.
Anyways, so to finish off my point of who my favorite character is, I'm going to say Donald Glover.
Yeah, Donald Glover is good.
And I don't say Lando Calrissian because it's Donald Glover. I like Donald Glover as an actor. I actually know him as Childish Gambino before watching him as an actor, so I like his music and stuff. So Donald Glover is my answer.
Well, see, it's weird for me because my main context community. And so to see him playing a more serious role is really weird.
Yeah, but he's not too serious. Like, he can
No,
obviously...
he does a really good job at playing Lando.
He does. He does. And I think that's for all the characters. I think all the characters do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on. Favorite moments / scene. Holly, go.
Okay, so mine would be... Well, definitely it would be when Han meets Chewbacca, and Chewbacca's about to kill him, and then he starts speaking Wookiee. And he's like, yeah, I know a little. And then they quickly form this weird bond just from him knowing Chewbacca's language and them getting out of there together. But also, right before that, when Han challenges Beckett, and Beckett's like, ha, bet.
That is funny.
And he just is like, he's a deserter. Get him. I love that.
Alright, Shannon, go.
Okay, so this is a tricky one because it's a good movie, but not a lot of these scenes stand out.
I'm in the same ballpark.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to say for things that make you feel like, oh, this is a memorable thing people would remember, the scene where he's trying to fly the Falcon, Han is, and Chewbacca suddenly steps in, and there's that momentary pause where they play the old theme, and it's the two of them sitting together like they are in the original movie. That's pretty good. And the fact that Chewbacca can instantly step in and pilot the ship.
And we learn
but
how
if
old
not,
he is.
yes. If I had to pick one besides that, the ending Sabacc scene where they're all sitting around the table and Han steals his cheat card was pretty satisfying. And also when he threatens to have Chewbacca rip his arms off is also satisfying. Those would be my two. Probably I'm gonna actually go with the ending scene because there's a lot about it that's really funny.
That's fair. I like all the moments that you guys mentioned. However, I'm going to go a different direction with mine. This is my favorite moment, but it's also turned into my least favorite part of the movie, and I'll explain that in the something to improve. But my favorite bit is when he's flying. He's doing like the what's it called? The run in 12 parsecs or whatever it's called.
Kessel Run.
Yeah, Kessel Run. And he's like, I got a good feeling about this. It's a really cool way to quickly juxtapose the current Han with the future Han. I just think that was a really cool way to quickly do that. Because I think it conveyed a lot of different things in this movie. So, yeah, I really like that moment. Something to improve. Oh boy, I got a lot of things to say about this one, but Shannon, you go ahead.
That's a tricky one. Because like I said, it's not that it's a perfect movie, but like, what do you change? You know, if I had to change something, I would have liked to see Beckett's girlfriend, whatever, stay alive a bit longer because they had good chemistry and I liked her.
That's fair.
So it's a random one. It doesn't change the story too much, and I feel like she needed to be killed off so that there wouldn't be any arguing later when Beckett tries to turn on them. But I would have liked to see more of their relationship fleshed out and just more of her fighting, because her fighting like the droids and stuff on the tower, like her movements were really cool and like clean with her shooting and ducking around the tower. So if I had to change it, and even the other guy too, the little four-armed guy.
Yeah.
Just in general, I would have liked to see more of that crew working.
I feel like they had to cut him off because I don't think there would have been enough screen time to include them and Han and Chewie.
Yeah.
I think that's
and Han needed to be a pilot then, so
well, yeah,
I get why they did it, but if I can improve something without ruining the movie, it would have been at least one or two more scenes with the other crewmates.
That's nice. That's fair. Holly?
Mine also has to do with Beckett's girlfriend, and I can't remember her name.
Val, I think.
Val, okay. Yeah, she didn't even try to escape. She just like, oh, they got me pinned down, I might as well die. Like,
She was on a bridge.
Well, what
Where
did
did you
Beckett
want her to go?
do? Obviously, there was a plan in place.
Okay, fair point.
Like, obviously, there was a plan in place for her to go. I mean, if
Yeah,
it
but the
went
point is,
bad,
she would have gotten away if the droids weren't shooting at her.
but instead she decided to sacrifice herself instead of even trying. Like, what's the worst going to happen? You die. Just
Well,
like
if
you
she
would
died,
if
she
you
couldn't
don't try.
detonate the bomb. She couldn't detonate the bomb.
I
She
mean,
was
if
dead.
it goes wrong, she can detonate it before she dies, right? Like,
What if she got shot in the head? That ruins your whole plan.
I mean, I guess, but they ended up losing this stuff anyway.
Yeah, but that wasn't the point. The point was to get the train off the tracks. Was the main part, so that it would drop away and they could carry it off.
I would have liked to see her.
Because otherwise,
at
it would have been
least
on the tracks.
Try, like, with all the good shooting she did before, like, was she?
She
out
lost her
or
gun.
something?
She lost her gun. It got shot out of her hands, and probably fell off the bridge because once again she was on a bridge.
I don't know.
Over
It just
a chasm.
seems like she could have at least attempted whatever was part of the plan. But also, like you said, like, what was the plan? She was just on the bridge, and it didn't seem.
No,
like
her point was to put the bombs on the bridge and watch to make sure the droids weren't escaping, and then get off the bridge once they got close enough and detonate it so that the train would come off the rails. That was the problem. Was the train was connected to those rails by both sides being clipped on. So their point was to slide it off the rails by blowing up the bridge, and then the cables would pick up the
Yeah,
car
I know
and
that
pull
was.
it away.
Yeah, I meant her plan for escaping. Was she supposed to just run along the bridge?
Oh, she probably had the grappling hook from before, or she was going to drop onto the train car once it flew off the rails.
Yeah, I feel like she could have at least tried that instead of just,
Tried what? Jumping
Whatever
onto
the
the
plan
train
was,
car that
yeah.
was like still 2 miles away?
But, well, if it was the plan, then she could have waited till it wasn't 2 miles away.
And blown herself up?
No, and then jumped and then blown it up.
So jumped off the bridge.
If the plan was for her to jump onto that thing, then you're saying.
Oh
that
wait,
it's
I see what
possible-
you're saying. Okay, never mind. I take that back. So she probably still had that grappling hook. But I think at that point it was too late to get down.
Okay.
I think they even mentioned that.
I would have liked to see her exist for a little longer too, and at least go out in better style than just sacrificing herself.
You should tell me how she was going to do that.
Okay, grappling hook to wherever she was supposed to go, and if she
And get shot by the droids.
yeah, I would have liked to see. I mean, it's a movie, right? You can do what you want. So I would have
So
liked
if
to
she
see
died
her, like, if she
and
was gonna
didn't blow up
die
the
that
bridge.
way, I would have liked to see her get shot in the leg or like an arm or something, and then
Okay.
blow it up, and then
Fine,
make that
that's-
decision.
Okay. Why wouldn't the droid shoot her in the head?
Because she's fast. I mean, why didn't they shoot her in the head while she was stuck there? Because the people
Because
who
she
made
was
the
hiding.
movie didn't want that yet.
Eddie, what would you like to fix about this movie?
Oh, Shaner. There's so much I'd like to fix about this movie.
Well, why don't you tell us, and we'll heckle you.
I want to try and keep it to one thing, but like, there's 3 things I want to mention.
Just hit us with the 3
Okay,
things.
fine. So going back to my original point of the favorite moment, where I was like, I have a good feeling about this. I really like that, but I don't feel like the movie does nearly a good enough job of transitioning this young Han into the New Hope Han. I feel like they just
agree.
kind of leave him as the happy-go-lucky guy at the end. They don't really do enough. I'm not asking for like a full 180 transformation, but like just something like a.
Well, okay. What about the
30-degree
scene?
change.
What about the
Shoots
scene where he
Beckett.
just shoots Beckett?
Legit. That's what I was
Wow,
about
that
to
was
say.
a good. That we were on point there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shoots Beckett, and the look on his face is very old Han because he didn't even hesitate like he would have maybe 2 days ago.
And that is sort of a look into the future to when, he's dealing with that guy, whatever that.
Greedo.
Yeah, and he shoots him.
Oh, that's
Not if you're looking at other movies where they change that and it looks terrible.
Oh yeah.
Do they?
That's right.
Yeah, so they made this edit of it, like George Lucas stepped in or Disney stepped in, I don't know who, and made changes. So originally Han just shoots him,
Mm-hmm.
but in the new edit they made, Greedo shoots him and his head kind of like CGI jerks to the side in the stupidest looking thing. I'll send you a video later.
I remember.
It makes me so mad.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's dumb.
everyone-
They should have changed that.
Do you guys know the backstory of that? Why that happened?
Because everyone was saying
Gun
Han
violence.
shot first.
Yeah, because everyone was saying Han shot first and that he was racist.
Oh, that he was
Wait,
racist?
what?
Yeah, it was a racist call because Han shot first.
That he was racist against the other alien?
Guido, yeah. That was the reason.
Wow.
I do personally do not agree with that. I think Han was just saving his skin because Guido was obvious. Oh, fireworks. Guido was obviously.
Why are there fireworks there?
Because it's Kansas and it's almost 4th
Because
of July.
it's the first day where it's legal to put off fireworks in your backyard.
Oh, yeah, that's
in
it.
this
Oh.
Junction City. Anyways, yeah, the Beckett thing was a good turn. Yeah, he learned one thing, but like his attitude is still the same. I don't know. I feel like they could have done more.
I get what you're saying, but I think that the Beckett scene fills that in for me.
Me too.
The second thing, and this is more, I guess, more of a question for you, Shaner, since you watched the Attack of the Clones. The Clone Wars. The Clone Wars, the animated. So,
Yes.
why did Darth Maul have to be in this movie? What was the point?
It's called a setup, Eddie.
A setup for what? He didn't show up in the sequels. He didn't show up in
He
the
was
prequels.
dead by the sequels.
Right. So, like, where in the main series of movies did he show up?
He shows
Besides
up
Phantom
in the
Menace.
Clone Wars.
No, he
And there's
doesn't.
actually
Sorry. Yeah, but Clone Wars is before the Solo movie. And so first of all, doesn't Maul have like spider legs in the Clone Wars? And
No,
secondly,
okay.
doesn't he die by the end of it?
both points, yes and no. So the spider legs, he has them for like 2 episodes, and then he gets normal looking General Grievous style legs, and then later on he just gets normal human looking robot legs. To answer your second point, no, Maul does not die in the Clone Wars. But fun fact, there's a scene in the Clone Wars where right before everything goes down, like everything you see in episode 3 goes down, it's like the day of all that going down, they have an animated scene, and someone's approaching Maul, and you see him talking to all these different people, and one of them is an animated version of Dryden Voss.
Okay.
So there is continuity if you're willing to watch the Clone Wars. But it might show up in Solo 2 if they make a Solo 2. Who knows?
They better not make a Solo 2. But
It's Disney.
anyways, okay, I retract that critique. I still don't really
I see
like
what
it,
you're saying.
but I
If you
can-
have like no prior knowledge, it kind of doesn't make sense. It just kind of comes out of nowhere. Here's Maul. But they haven't truly explained it yet, but it's a good setup, especially if you've watched the prequels.
Okay, I will retract my critique then. Partially.
No, I think your critique is valid, but I have no real reason. I'm just saying I think it's a setup.
That's what I'm thinking too. But yeah. Anyways, all right, I'll move on to
Just with the third.
my last full critique. There's no way that a slave, what's it called? Slave,
Yo, got that.
combine, not combine.
Slave Combine.
I can't think of the.
I don't like
You're
the
talking
sound of
about
that.
Kira?
No.
What are you talking about?
The planet where they're all enslaved and farming the quacks.
Oh,
What
yes.
the slave plantation? I don't know the right word. I can't think of it. Slave colony. That's the word I'm looking for. Slave
Slave
colony.
Plantation.
I've been holding my laugh, and I.
You guys aren't helping me. I'm trying to move forward.
Eddie,
with
this is like space, not the deep south.
Do you have colonies in
This is problematic.
space?
No, but you said your original word for it was slave.
Plantation. That was the incorrect
Slave
one. I knew
plantation.
that wasn't the right one, but I couldn't. Slave colony. You know what I'm talking about. The slave colony on the one planet where they're farming the space fuel juice. Anyways, there's no way that any such colony would have a big old button to release all the slaves. That is a dumb trope that I wish people would stop using.
That is fair.
Okay, I am.
Now that you say that, that is a valid criticism.
Yes. All right. In my...
Wait.
I agree with that.
Okay. Are you done? You want to get it all out?
Gosh.
Do you have it all out?
Yeah, no, I agree. They're the button thing is a little too easy.
But you know, hey, if you work at a space plantation, just let us know. Let us know. Why is there a button? Maybe you have one.
I'm gonna get canceled. This is it. I'm gonna get canceled on our second episode of the show. I'm sorry. I knew it wasn't the right term. I just couldn't.
Then why did you use it?
Because I was trying to further my explanation of what I was trying to get at. Anyways, moving on to our ranking. Holly, please save me. Get us out of this.
Ranking. Like I said earlier, it's extremely difficult to compare this movie with the original series. Like,
I agree.
It's almost you can't pit it against them. Having said that, I feel like it's a pretty good movie. I say, yeah, I don't know where I would put it. Like, parallel to the other list in the current.
I already have my ranking.
Cop out! Cop out!
If I had to.
Yes, you have to. This is not optional.
If I had to, I would put it either second or third so far.
So, you have Clone Wars first, right?
I do.
Attack of the Clones.
So, go through your
Attack
list.
of the Clones is first.
Whatever.
Come on,
you know
Eddie.
what I mean.
So
No, they're not going to know what you mean if they've watched the Clone Wars.
We're obviously not watching the entire series of Clone Wars.
it's probably
Well, they don't know that.
Attack of the Clones first. And
Wow.
then either movie number 3 or Solo. And then at the bottom of that list would be Phantom Menace.
Okay, I like how you gave every movie other one a name, but like Revenge of the Sith gets movie 3. You're like, my ranking goes Attack of the Clones, Solo, movie 3, The Phantom Menace.
Yep.
Okay. Water.
Okay, Revenge of the Sith and Solo are
Okay.
I don't know, as far as how much I like them, they're pretty close to each other. I'd probably put Solo before Revenge of the Sith.
Okay. I'm gonna skip ahead of you, Shannon, to mix up the order.
Hit me.
Alright, so I don't like Solo nearly as much as you guys do. I can put it out there. So for my ranking, top to bottom, I have Attack of the Clones at the top, then Revenge of the
But
Sith.
you got it right this time.
You're gonna write this down. Okay, we're gonna repeat this each show. Like, it's not like you're never gonna hear this again. Or you can write it down. Go for it. Are you ready, Shannon? You have a pen and pad?
No, actually, what I said was you got it right this time.
Oh, you got it right. I thought
Because you said Attack of the Clones and not the Clone Wars.
I thought you said gonna write this down.
No, when have we ever wrote things down?
Well, that's why I was curious. All right. So Attack of the Clones is the top currently. Then Revenge of the Sith, Phantom Menace, and then Solo.
A bold move.
That is a-
Spoilers. I think Solo's going to be at the bottom of the list eventually. At the end of this, it's going to be at the bottom. Of the list.
Okay.
Not the bottom, but toward the bottom. But
That's
anyways,
kinda sad.
Shannon.
Okay, let's see. Revenge of the Sith. Ooh, this is tricky.
Holly just gave me a glare. She does not like your choice.
It's the best choice, and we're not doing this again. Okay, where was I? Revenge of the Sith. Oh, this is where it gets weird. I'm gonna say next, Attack of the Clones. Solo, Phantom Menace.
Okay, that's respectable. I almost put Solo above Phantom Menace, but I feel like Menace at least has more like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen, and oh, this is a pretty unique movie compared to the rest of them. While Solo's just a predictable side quest.
What do you mean, what's gonna happen? Like, oh no, we're gonna have a race, and the main character of the entire series, it depends on whether or not he wins.
Okay.
Man, I wonder what's gonna happen.
Okay, yeah, that was predictable, but you didn't.
Anakin might die.
Man, Obi-Wan's fighting Darth Maul. I wonder if he survives.
Okay, yeah, those are two moments, but everything else, like you can't have told me anyone predicted Jar Jar Binks. You can't have predicted that the Gungan army was going to fight droids and it was going to be a three-way battle. Like, I think there's a lot more excitable moments in the movie than Solo.
Okay, wait. Another thing to talk about Solo, because I forgot to talk about it earlier.
Sure.
Let's talk about real quick the unique designs of the aliens in this movie, because it's not something you see a lot in other movies. Like, you see aliens in other movies, but like just at the first Sabacc scene alone, the aliens they had in there, like that's one thing. I know people think Disney ruined Star Wars. They didn't, but that's a point we can get into another time.
Oh boy.
But the production value on these aliens, there was one, it was like a guy in a huge bubble suit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Let's
Just
talk
that
about
was one
those
thing that
singers.
caught my eye.
Dry
The what?
sauce's singers.
Yeah.
So that woman was pretty normal, but then there was that.
the thing in the tank.
Yeah. And he had like this Frank Sinatra voice.
He's like, no.
Also, can we talk about the casting in this movie? Like, it's got some good names in it.
Oh, it's got
Woody
great casting.
Harrelson, Amelia Clarke, Paul Bettany, and then
And Donald Glover, don't forget him.
Wait, who's Donald Glover?
Oh my god.
And then, fun fact: Darth Maul is played by the same guy from Phantom Menace,
Oh good. No,
Ray Park, but the voice is now Sam Witwer, who will continue to play Darth Maul through all of the Clone Wars and every other animated show and every other movie.
Oh, okay. That's a cool little tidbit.
Yep. So yeah, like I said, final rating, good but not great.
Mine is
That's all.
okay, and I don't want to see it again.
I feel like there's a movie quote that we could use to sum this up, but it's not coming.
Yeah, probably.
Mine's, quote, a nice background story.
Okay, I feel like are you meaning like background, like in the background, or background like giving information?
Han Solo's background.
So like a backstory.
Yeah.
When you say background story, it makes me think it's like in the background, like, this happened.
Backstory.
It just sounds confusing.
D&D.
Okay, so Eddie, whenever you post this, we've been giving them creative titles. This one should be Base Plantation? ?
No,
And
I'm
that
not
will
putting
really-
that in the title. I refuse.
And then.
Oh,
and
wait,
then,
sorry, you're right.
Dash Eddie.
No, wait, I forgot. The full term you used was Slave Plantation.
Slave Plantation.
Your exact words. Quote, Slave Plantation, end quote. Edward Boyce, 2022. I didn't think we'd say the word down here, but
I'm not
hey,
going to get canceled
Did he
if I
say-
don't put it in the title.
Wasn't it like
Well, maybe.
Space Slave Plantation?
No, I said Slave Plantation.
Okay,
think.
so
Glad
like,
you're confirming that for everyone out there.
I think. I don't know. That was like 15 minutes ago.
Alrighty.
All right. Any other notes about this movie, guys? Before we wrap it up, put a bow tie on it. Ship it. Anything?
I like Chewbacca.
I like
yeah,
Chewbacca.
played by a new guy,
Yeah.
not Peter Mayhew.
You could really tell the difference.
Yeah,
That was sarcasm, right?
yeah, I know.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Okay. Well, I knew Holly was being sarcastic, but I wasn't sure if you were being sarcastic, Shader.
Yeah, no, you could totally tell the difference.
Okay, all right,
I mean,
all right. Turn the knob down. Turn the knob down.
the knob.
That's what I was gonna ask.
What knob?
Vocabulary,
Yeah,
man.
turn the sarcasm knob down. You haven't heard that before?
Oh, you didn't say that. You just said turn the
I feel
knob
like-
down.
Well, I thought it was.
Turn down the dial, maybe.
Oh, dial. That works too. Sure.
The knob.
Dials
Oh,
are
look,
knobs.
sorry. My sarcastic knob was set to high.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you everyone for listening to our episode of Three People in a Blanket Fort reviewing, talking about Star Wars Solo. I may never be on the show ever again.
If you come back next week and it's just 2 people, we can tell you that Eddie's participation knob got turned down.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Alrighty. Well, I guess we will finish up this episode.
Yep.
And we'll be back next time for Three People in a Blanket Fort reviewing Star Wars.
And we're talking about Rogue One.
Rogue One. Yes, that'll be a good one. Alrighty. Well.
You guys suck. Bullies.
Until next time.
It's been fun.
Just say bye already. Gosh. Bye.
That was our version of bye. It's
Oh.
pretty.
Yeah, you just say until next time and then you don't say anything.
Okay. Fine. Take 2.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yep. I'm satisfied.
Bye.